Okay, so what we're looking at is question 9. So green group and blue group. I'm going through question 9, page 85. If you would like to pay attention because you're coming to it, that's fine. We're going to go with B to start with. And B is a rectangular shape with side lengths 2x take 3 and x. Okay, so again, if we knew what x was, we would be able to solve for that. But we don't know what x is, so that's a total confusion. We do know what the area is for a rectangle. The formula is length times width. Okay? And so what we've got is we've got the length being 2x take 3 times by x. Now written another way, of course, that could read this way, couldn't it? Could read like that. And so, find the area of the basic shapes in expanded form. X, you got 1 there, so 1 times 2 is 2. X times x is x squared. And then x times negative 3, you got a positive and a negative, makes a negative. X times 3 gives you 3x. So you got 2x squared, take 3x, and I'm happy for you to leave it like that, to be honest with you. Okay. Alternatively, you could say it's something like that, but that's just it's the expanded form of what you've got written there. Okay. So you're going with what you know, which is the formulas for the area of a rectangle, and then you're plugging in what the question provides you with, and then you're simplifying it, you're putting it to this form because you're thinking, well, it must have something to do with what I was doing prior. And that's a setup that you were doing prior. Alright? Alan, is that alright? Yeah. Did you want me to do any others, or is that alright? Charlotte, is that alright? Did you want me to do any others? That's okay? Okay. So you're just trying to simplify it down, really. So from a long to a shorter version. That's what I'm keen for you to get. Okay, so we're just going through question 8, which is exercise 1F. Alright, and what they're saying is in that question that everything down this, across, and diagonal, that they all add up to the same one. Now the question prior to that said they all had to add up to 17. Alright, this one, it's not telling you that they all have to add up to something. You've got to find that. Alright? You've got to find what that number is, and you've got to be persistent with this. Alright? Which is really stickability. So, if we had a number 1, negative 4, everything we add up together here will come to a total, won't it? What number could we put in there? We could put any number, couldn't we? Including negative numbers. But let's put something simpler. Let's put a 1 in there, shall we? Let's put a 1 in there. And so if we were to add that, it would be 1 plus 1 is 2. And what's 2 plus negative 4? You might need to do it on your calculator. Alright. Again, it's a number line situation. I asked you to do a number line in the back of your book. Whether you chose to do that or not is entirely up to you. But if that's 0, 1, 2, that's negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So 1 plus 1 makes us at 2. And we're adding negative 4. So when we add a negative, it means we go that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hopefully your calculator punched out that. So what it's saying now is all of that there added up to negative 2. Alright? You've got to add all of this up to negative 2. And that, and that, and that, and that, and diagonally, and diagonally. Okay? Now, is that the best way to start? Or is the best way to start to say, well, hey, I've got something all the way across here already. Why don't I try with that first? And whatever that adds up to, I can't change those numbers, but I can change these sort of numbers, can't I? Does that make sense? Alright, so let's, while I'm rubbing these out, can you find for me what that middle column adds up to? And I'll ask one or the other of you. what does that middle column add up to? Be with you in a sec. So Chris, what did you get that middle column to add up to? Minus 6, you're right. Minus 6. So how do you get this column to add up to minus 6? We're at 1. We're adding negative 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What number do we have to put in here to get it another 1, 2, 3 places? Negative 3. Do that on your calculator, Chris. 1 plus negative 4 plus negative 3. Negative 6. Cool. So where would you go next? What would be the next number you'd try and find? The diagonal, because you've got 1, 2. You're trying to find the third one now. Alright, so trial and error, you find that one. And then where would you go? You'd go there, wouldn't you? Because you'd have that one, and then you'd find that one. And then you'd try and find that one. See what I'm doing, Chris? Because I've got 2 of them, I can find what I need to do to get it to the next number. And then finally, you would do this one. Okay, and then you'd have all of it filled in, and you just have to check that the diagonals equal negative 6. Alright? Does that sound okay? Okay. So we're looking at 3 plus 2x plus 4. So what we're looking at there is to expand first, then simplify by collecting like terms. Okay. So we can't do anything here at this stage. Can't do anything there. So that remains. Okay, but what we can do is something with this. We can expand this. So positive 2 times x is positive 2x. And positive 2 times positive 4 is positive 8. Then we can start collecting like terms. 3 plus 8 is 11 plus 2x, and that's as simple as we can get it. Now if I take it to the nth degree, which is the last one, 4 take 3x take 2, thank you. Again, we can't do anything with this at this stage. What's here? There's a times, yes. What else is here? There's a 1. Yeah, there's a 1. So we're negative 1 times positive 3x. Negative and a positive is a negative. 1 times 3 is 3x. Yeah. And then negative 1 times negative 2